Hi, everybody, and welcome to the messy junk room where we create whatever. Today, the sun is shining, which is wonderful, but it's shining directly down on my workspace. And when I was doing my intro, the sun was right in my eyes. My glasses started to change colors, and it got a little challenging. So I'm actually standing up in the junk room. I found a little spot where I wasn't stepping on something. But today we're going to do a little project that I saw Barbara do on 49 Dragonflies. And I thought it was a really good idea, especially when you're stuck. You don't know what to do. Or in my case, you're so overwhelmed with all the projects that are on your to-do list that you go blank. And this kind of takes away that, what am I going to do? I don't know what to come up with, that sort of thing. Now, I mean, it doesn't take it completely away because you still have to be creative, but it kind of jump starts you, I think. For me, anyways. You get a book. Any book will do. I don't recommend a phone book. I'd recommend a novel that has, lots of words on the page. And you open it up to any page and you just pull out words that pop off the page. 5, 4, 5, 6 is a pretty good number. And then you circle the words that jump out at you. Do it in pencil in case you have to erase it because it's a book that you don't want to necessarily use for junk journaling. And you pull those words out and then you create something using those words. And it kind of gets your creative headspace going again. And you never know what's going to happen in the messy junk room. You can use any book for this little project. And what you do is you just open it up to any page and you look at any words that jump out at you that you could possibly use to make a little project. It could be a page, it could be a piece of ephemera, whatever you want it to be. So I have one marked that I went ahead and did earlier. And there's a lot that jumped out at me. As you can see, we have stitches, map, pattern, blue, tree, plants, button, diagonal stitch, picture, painting, spices, coffee, dyes, snow. So there's about 14 that I circled there. You could maybe get 2 or 3 projects done out of this. So let's pick about 5 of them. I like the map. So I'll grab map. I think stitches would be interesting. Maybe a button. What if we took painting and one more? Let's pick blue. Blue is not a color I normally use. So there we have the words that are going to jumpstart our project. I haven't decided if it is a piece of ephemera, a page. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make with these words. A great way to jumpstart your thoughts, or if you're in a funk, or you just want to do something different and not have to come up with things yourself, grab a book, pull out some words, and see what you can make. I'm going to write today's date here so that I know I've used this page. And I'm going to What did we use? We used button. I'm going to just shade it in. Since there's so many on this page, I'm going to shade in the words. So that when I come back, I know that there's other words on here I haven't used. What have I come up with? I found some scraps of map that I thought, let's get these used up. Stitches, I'm going to use my sewing machine for that. A button. I made a whole bunch of homemade buttons not too long ago, because sometimes the real buttons add too much bulk. But this is, I think, two cardstock circles glued together, and it's fairly flat. I thought I'd use that, which happens to go with the map. It's got a hint of blue in there. Painting and blue. I'm combining these two. I had a play on my jelly plate not too long ago, and I never know what to do with this stuff. But here's the blues, some of the blues that I pulled off my jelly plate, and I thought, ooh, maybe I could use that. But what am I making with all this stuff? My base is going to be a playing card. Now, I thought about this playing card, typical size playing card, but I kind of wanted to go bigger. So I got my larger playing card. I'm like, yeah, that's good, but maybe we should go jumbo. So this is a set of cards having to do with dreams or something, and I thought, you know what, this is the size, so this is going to be my base. The first thing I'm going to do is scuff this up because it's super shiny. You could use a emery board. This is a sandpaper. This is just, I don't know who did this or where I got this, but it's a sanding block. I think it's pretty wore down. There, that took the shine down. Now what to do first? Let's see if I can get some of this down. Featuring these delicious paintings of blue. I'm not real good with the jelly plate yet, but it is lots of fun. Maybe I'll start with these two. What do we use? I'm going to use my silicone? Yeah, brush. I love this. Thank you, Rita, for giving me one. I've since bought a couple more because I'm notoriously forgetting to wash out my paint brushes when I use them, and then they dry out, and you know how it goes. So these are great. I'm using my matte gel medium, because I can't find my watered down glue, Mod Podge. It's somewhere buried on my messy. Oh, I should have wiped that down. Still a little powder there from the sanding. I think that will be all right. Oh, the paint's coming off. Something like that. Whoops. Make sure it's all down there. And then we'll just cut around here. You could, of course, let it dry and then sand it off. But who has time for that? Definitely got my painting and my blue in there. I want this kind of to be the feature of the whole thing. Let's get some map down that has lots of color in it. I really don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just going to continue on in this fashion. And I'm going to switch my glues to just regular all-purpose white glue, just for gluing this stuff down. I might add some interest by bringing in some like scraps here, just for interest. This is so fragile because I got lots of stuff laying around on my desk. Oh, here's my Mod Podge. It's actually this white glue watered down. This will be faster. I'm just gonna add bits and pieces, and the blue paint, because it's getting wet, is coming off, so that'll be an interesting feature. This is what we have so far. I've dried it up. It's still wet in spots, but I gotta keep moving. And I just keep adding this button on to see what else I need around it. And I'm thinking some paste. We need some paste. Maybe let's see if there's a stencil here. Stampers Anonymous. Tim Holtz. There's no number on it. I'm just going to add some here and there. It's pretty dried out. Let's see if it will work. Oops, I don't know. It's pretty dry. But maybe it will come alive when it goes on. Oh, wow. Look at that. do some more of this. Whoa, there goes the glue. Whoa, trying to even it out a bit. Pick up the glue. Oh, wow. I love it. Maybe can we get a different part of the swirl? Maybe up there. Oh, I did it again. It's like, how do you know when to stop? I'm gonna say it's personal preference. And did you see what I did? I smushed with my hand over here, but that's okay. That is beautiful. I kind of want some more in the bottom. Just a little. Just a little. Like maybe just a smidgen of a swirl here. Like that. Yeah, see? See? Just like that. Okay, so it's not gone bad. Or if it did go bad, we're still using it. Let me dry this. So I've dried this a little bit with the heat gun, but I'm going to let it dry a little bit more. And we're going to work on the button. This is just kind of boring if you ask me. I'm going to scuff it up a bit. I have this book. In the back, there's lots of collaged paper, but lots of these stickers. Translucent stickers. I have no idea. It just says 30 pick stickers, 30 pick material paper, Simno. So this drowned in the dream. Oh, okay. And then there's the information. But I thought we need something for our button. I know I'm doing it sideways. I was trying to get it all in. This is a little harder than I thought. Well, let's just pull some off and start laying them down. And maybe something up there. Like knocking some of that back by putting, oh look, could he fit right there? He could work there. There we go. And if you're not happy with something that you do, just add another layer. It blends a little better. But we still have some of these pieces. What if we did another little bit, like right across there. Just add some of this. here and there. I don't like that angle. A bigger piece here. Some rail there, and then an itty bitty piece in here. I'll dry that and be back. Bring this back. I'm loving this. Put the button where we thought it would be. Let's ink the sides, help it stand out a bit more. Make sure I got a juicy one here. Whoops. Using Jumbo Java. It's my favorite. Now the holes. So I'm just going to get my pokey tool. Open those holes. Twine. Need twine. I didn't find twine, but I found this very skinny blue ribbon. I don't need all of it. Just tie a pretty little bow. A bow? Do I want a bow? Can I do a tiny bow? I don't want a bow. I only wear the bows in my hair. And just cut a little bit there and a little bit there. That way it's not adding any bulk. That's going to go there, and we need that sentiment. But I'd like something. Some cheesecloth behind the button. Let's get a piece. Big enough. There. Okay, and then maybe to get that black in that I was thinking about. Because I still want to see what's behind there. Like, does that work? Need a lot more, I think. Yep. Do that. Some will be at the top, some will be at the bottom. Just kind of like that. And maybe one more. It was right beside me. And some like along and this part. Spread that out a bit more. Yes, there we go. That works. Oh, be your own kind of beautiful. So that's going to go across there, but I need it to stand out a bit. Ooh, what if I brought in a piece of this? This is a risk. This is risky. I don't know. I just need a little bit of a difference. We just put a little bit of a border and I'll tear it. It might just be enough. Or I have to start over. Or add more layers. So bring this back over here. That can go sit right there. A little less. And a couple of spots. But now I'm thinking, let's bring in this other one that I did on the jelly plate. Glue this one to it. Here. Rip it again. Create a kind of another border. I like it. Be your own kind of beautiful. Right to the edges. We're going to put that just like that. Hold it for a minute. Glue this down. I see that some of the corners are coming up. You're okay. Trim the corners. Oh. Uh-oh. I just remembered, I'm not done. I'm not done. I thought I was done, but I'm not done. I've got my map, button, painting blue, stitches I need. I'm gonna go run this through my sewing machine. Ah, there's the stitching. And on the back, I'm just gonna cut around here. I wasn't sure my sewing machine would go through all those layers, especially the paste, but it did. And then the top piece is from a tag that I turned into an ATC card by cutting off the tops. And whenever I'm at the jelly plate to wipe off excess paint, I would put these down and roll my extra paint off. And going around corners can be challenging. So if you miss spots, just go around again, and maybe again for a third time, just to make it look purposeful. And then on the back, so I wedged this in between the layers, and on the back, just bring the front threads through. And because I didn't back stitch, I'm just going to tie a knot here so it doesn't come undone. Same with this side. If I can find it and pull it through. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. Nope, so that's good. That tells me it's not going to come apart. If you like threads, you can leave them hanging, but I'm not going to for this one. There's the journal spot. Looks kind of plain. So you can add whatever you want. I'm just going to add these like splatter type things. Whoops. And just lightly here and there. Just add a couple of spots. And there it is. From this to this. I love it. Be your own kind of beautiful. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.